Currently, is that
We can
CT Cuber is third on the lineup.
CT Cuber P3, massive.
Well, I should probably spectate the event.
Here we go. We're starting off the quali.
One-shot quality. Bubison is dead, so is Soda.
I'm surprised at the number of people that aren't going back to the TT spot and are instead just going straight into a lap, but it is what it is.
Who's currently first? Mafioso leading.
Mafioso's leading the pack.
Someone's
Not
going for a pit. So Justify is going for a pit.
I respect it. I think they just logged on and have no idea what's happening, but I respect it.
I think so
Fantasy
too.
somehow has come out to the lead of the pack, followed closely by Mafiosa and then Quasar, the two Polish geezers. And then we got Oinked just behind them.
Right.
We'll see what happens going into this. Fantasy only going for one. Oinked going for two. He should get some time on them there.
Cuba staying in there.
Seems like he has, but not enough, with Fantasy still leading the pack. Quasar might have got that turn a little bit better, but here's the all-important block stop. Who's going for it? Quasar goes for it.
Soda Soka
gets into the front of the pack. And it looks like Quasar's going to have the best time for now, at least. Mafiosa 58.15, tied with Oink, who also got a 58.15, but slightly later. Gilo with a 58.2, Bubison 58.2, CT Cuba 58.3. So these guys are all really bunched up. There's not a lot of time difference between them. Legendary 58.55, Soda 58.6, putting him in 9th. Alright, here we go. So Quasar and Fantasy should be in tandem into the first lap for a battle. We'll see.
I think Mafioso is in tandem with Fantasy.
Oh, hang on. Frostex, Utils,
Oh, they're pitting first lap. Oh, a lot of people are diving into the pit first lap. I was not aware they could do that. Alright.
The one pit.
Currently, Fantasy ahead, CZ Cuber, Legendary Mafioso.
Oinked was P3 fighting with Soda. So this is how...
Oh, he's pitted.
So he's down here.
CT Cuber messes up. Oink gets bumped. He's in tandem with Legendary.
And Fantasy is way up. Gilo. No boat tap. What a shame. Oh, I think CT Cuber tried to block stop or something. I don't know.
CT Cuber though putting in a
Soda.
Quite the display still.
Cuber following just behind Soda. They are teammates.
Peeping up as well.
Yeah, I mean he's been really.
And behind them we have Bubison and Iltis getting bumped, then bumping Legendary. They were in tandem, and now Bubison is in 5th.
Bubison also with a pretty surprising result. You wouldn't expect. Oh, Soda just completely crashes on the turn and bumps Cuba.
Damn, alright.
So that's gonna be good.
I would actually say Soda is currently Soda has a train behind him. Oh, Quasar?
We got Soda in P4, CT Cuba P5, Bubison P6, Iltis Amor P7, and then Quasar dropping to P3, Soda making it all the way up to P4, CT Cuba with a pretty impressive P5. We do have some sprint race points, not a lot, but he will have got some points from that already. Bubison, Iltis Amor, and then Oinked. That's surprising to see, you know. CT Cuba, Bubison, Iltis Amor, and then Oinked. We might have a pretty surprising outcome. Alright. This time we got Gilo and Fantasy going into a tandem battle off the start. It seemed to work out quite well for Fantasy to just go into the pit off the race start from P2. He's big man stratting, okay, and Quasar's going for the pit as well. A lot of people are pitting straight away. Gilo's going to run in clean air. Bubison's out ahead, broken tandem. We have a battle here. Never mind. No, we don't. That's a lot of bumping. Fantasy not going for that wall tap, so he's going to get outpaced here by Quasar.
He's barely remaining in tandem. Never mind. He comes around that corner much better.
Fantasy gets it better. Gets slightly ahead. Now they're neck and neck with CT Cuba following close behind. Going into this turn, we'll see what happens on the gimmick. Fantasy goes for one block wall tap, but not the second one. That seems
Which
to be
TM
quite
overtook
peaceful.
Legendary?
And CTQ are just following behind them. Okay. Like Quazzle's #1 goal was to block Fantasy, so I guess he thinks that's his main competitor. But leading the one pitters, we have CTQ,
Soda and CTQ are fighting,
who are on the same team. They're in tandem. They're fighting. We'll see what happens. You'd expect Soda to be outpacing him here, but as we've seen from the quali and the sprint, Cuba does have good pace here.
CTQ has put in a shift.
CE Cuba and Soda, neither of them take in any wall tap. Just going around it normal.
Soda catching up in the tandem battle, though.
He's driving very well, but yeah, Soda just taking every turn ever so slightly better.
Oh, CT Cuba going wide there, though.
There.
Not the strategy. Gets out of tandem.
He tries to get a better entry, but you just need to take at least the mixed. You can't be going over fully packed. We'll see if CT Cuba keeps going. Yeah, he's just going to keep following Soda. Not going for the wall tap. Might get bumped here. No, manages to avoid it. That's well done. And then Soda just going to be driving off ahead of him. CT Cuba was in a very similar position to Soda if we think about it. So if CT Cuba, it does not look like he's got clean air, but he does have some decent drivers in front of him. So it'll be interesting to see where he comes out relative to this pack. Because remember, he could be in this fight. He's very good at letting off and not getting bumped there. Okay.
Currently, the different leaders of this pitting categories, I guess you could say. Gilo is first out of 0 pitters, and then CT Cuba is first out of 1 pitters. Both of them looking quite good. Yep. Seeing as the gap between Gilo and CT Cuba is about 28 seconds. Unsure about the pit delta. But what did you say it was earlier?
Like 20...
28?
28-ish? It was 20-something, definitely.
What?
So
Gilo's pitting? Let's see where it comes out actually right now. I think... Yeah, Gilo's pitting right now. CT Cuba coming around that corner. Gilo going ahead. I believe CT Cuba is about 2 or 3 seconds behind Gilo.
Yeah, Gilo definitely beating CT Cuba, which he could potentially be beating Soda here. I think we can say with confidence that Buberson isn't winning this at the moment, at least. So our contenders are Gilo with 1 pit or Soda with 3 pits. Being held up by
CT Cuba pitting.
CT Cuba going for the 2nd pit.
I mean, let's see where he comes out ahead relative to Buberson. I believe he is... He's actually not that far ahead of Buberson. He doesn't go for... he gets bumped.
Gets bumped to the inside. That's unfortunate. He might get bumped again.
And then Buberson also pitting.
He's not. Okay, so...
Buberson pitting. He comes out actually not too far behind Quazzle.
The interesting thing is going to be when we see Gilo go for the pit. I want to see this tandem battle though between Fantasy and Quazzle. Alright, we'll see where he comes out. Oh, he's only going to be on...
Probably coming relative to CT Cuba though. Quite far ahead.
Yeah, he was
quite far ahead of CT Cuba.
Yeah, CT Cuba's still doing surprisingly well. Probably in for like a top 5 to top 10 position.
Well, CT Cuba pitting, coming out just behind Buberson. Also continuing with Echo Evo.
Let's go have a look at... Oh, there's Buberson. There's CT Cuba, and there's Echo Evo is going to be trying to get this position on CT Cuba.
Alright. We can actually get the exact... Oh, Gilo pits, but the exact delta on Gilo Fantasy. Fantasy is way ahead of Gilo.
Gilo behind Fantasy and Soda.
Gilo considerably in 4th.
Yeah, followed not far behind by Buberson and CT Cuba, who I expect that then are going to be 5th and 6th. But we do have Losakala.
Oh, Echo even getting into tandem with CT Cuba for 6th.
Okay, here's the fight for P6, which is going to be a pretty good position for either of them. So they're going to be trying to win this. CT Cuba scrapes a bit. Echo Evo scrapes back.
CT Cuber sending it, going for
Cuba
that.
not going for
Both of
either
them going
this time.
tight.
Neither of them going for it. Ooh, Cuba gets that turn way better. Is Echo even still in tandem here? It doesn't look like it. It looks like he's going wide to not get bumped. Oh, and he takes all that packed ice. He's definitely not heading out. Cuba gets the block stop. That's cool. Alright. We've got Glitch here right in front of Booberson. Potentially gonna cause some mix-ups. Because CT Cuba is going to be looking to get this last position for a top 5 finish. What's going to happen here? Oh, Fantasy and Soda are pretty close. Here comes Quasar.
Oh, CT Cuber overtaking Booberson.
Oh, this is the last lap. I was wrong. Okay. CT Cuba overtook Booberson. Very nice.
We actually got quite the fight here from, what is it, 5th to 8th. Anything can happen. Echo Evo getting into tandem with Mafiosa. I feel like the top 4 are pretty much done. Oh, CT Cuber going wide into tandem with Booberson. He does not go for the wall tap. Booberson does. He gets into tandem.
More speed from Booberson, but CT Cuba
But
staying
all
just
of them
ahead.
contending with a backmarker. Booberson gets bombed. Mafiosa gets bombed through it. Echo Evo gets into tandem. Now into tandem with Booberson.
Booberson ahead of Fabi. Echo Evo not quite. That's gonna be good for him or whatever. Echo
CT
gets in
Cuber seems to
tandem
have it
as well.
secured.
Manages to
That
keep
top 5.
that tandem. But yeah, it looks like the race is gonna be finishing up.
Oh, Echo
here.
not going. Mafiosa not going for it.
So
Echo in tandem with
Fantasy
Booberson.
finishing P1, Soda P2,
Ooh.
and then all the way back here, Quasar finishing P3, Gilo finishing P4.
Right. Echo keeping it
And
tight
we have
on the
this
pact.
final fight. Echo
Going
hits
for the wall
block
block
stop.
stop.
Booberson doesn't. Mafiosa goes for it, gets bumped by Booberson. So we're gonna have CT Cuba P5, Echo P6, Booberson P7, Mafiosa P8.
Echo clutched that P6 last second. He was in
Custom
P8 a couple of turns
P9.
ago.